Hi, Daniela here. So I'm here to talk about my IVF cycle. It's officially started. I'm gonna start with the stimulation phase this weekend. So that's very cool. I picked up all my mats yesterday and I'm gonna be doing a GANIRELIX, right, cycle protocol. And we did all the legal questions, we signed all the paperwork, we are ready to go. I went in for an appointment yesterday and it was really good. He said I got my period when I was at the doctor, so it was right on schedule. And I start my medication this weekend. I had very little follicles, everything was going smooth. I did a blood exam, still hurts, to see especially my thyroid levels. We also decided that we are gonna freeze. And that was very important because he said that would determine how much medication he would give me. You know, if I wasn't gonna freeze my embryos, then he was gonna give me just enough to get, you know, the embryos we need for this cycle. But he said my logic didn't make a whole lot of sense, and I ended up going with his opinion because I wanted to do another first cycle later. But I was really only gonna save maybe like $2,000 because I would have to pay more money than I did now for the first cycle with Kaiser anyways. So whatever, you know, I'm just gonna pay for this, pay for the freeze, and then if I switch to Kaiser, they cover the frozen transfer. So that would be free anyways. So we'll see how that goes. So risks. What are the risks of IVF? Well, the worst one that I can think of is ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome, definitely. Because not only can delay my transfer by a whole month, which is, in my perspective, the worst scenario, but it's not really, because I know that worse things can happen. Things like your ovary can turn, because it got really big, you know. Just think like every month you grow one follicle and it's about this big, like the size of a large grape, and now I'm gonna have 20. So it's gonna be like a giant thing of grape, 2 giant things of grape on my belly. So they get very big and they can turn and it can be painful. It can be very bad, and I've heard of even people dying from this before, but I'm assuming they weren't monitored very closely and that's why that happened. I don't know. That's not gonna happen to me. So that's one of the risks. The other risk is infection, because when you do the egg collection, it is a surgery. They do put you under and they go with a thin little needle through your vagina walls towards your ovary, and they extract all the follicles because it's a liquid sac, right? They extract all the liquid out, and then they'll find the eggs that were in it and put everything in a petri dish. But while that's happening, there is always a risk that they could puncture like your bladder or your intestine, and that can create infection, and it can be bad. But that it's like so rare that never happens. So, and I seem to be okay. So we assume that that's not gonna happen. And here's my favorite risk, and that's the risk of multiples, which really should be in the list of benefits of IVF, because I think it's awesome. I am dying to have 2 kids, and that's what I want. So pray for me that I get 2 babies, because by now, according to my plan, I would have been pregnant with baby number 2. So if I have twins, I won't feel so behind the curve, you know, anymore. So I'm very excited about the twin possibility. He keeps insisting that I only do 1. He thinks that because I have good lining when I'm not taking like clomid and stuff, so I have good lining, I don't have any scars, I have really good chances of implantation, and I'm young, so I have high quality eggs. But so he keeps saying just do one, because if you do 2, they're both gonna stick, and fuck yeah, that's exactly what I want, bitch. Both of them to stick. Boom! In your face! Let's now go over the do's and don'ts of IVF. And I'm gonna get a little cheat sheet that they gave me because I'm not gonna remember everything. Eat well, balanced diet, check. I always eat well. I don't drink soda, ever, almost ever. Like I'll have a sip or 2 if we're having pizza or sushi, because, you know, something has to push that shit down. Taking my prenatal vitamins, taking omega-3 and baby aspirin every day, check. I'm also taking CoQ10 3 times a day because that's very good for your egg quality, if you didn't know. And the omega-3, like the fish oil capsules, are very good for sperm quality. So you do that for the guy 3 times a day, and women CoQ10 3 times a day. Exercise in moderation. Well, I haven't been exercising at all because I have a fucked up knee and I never really recovered from a surgery last year. But, you know, I'm just having pain, but it's not like I have a sedentary life that I don't move at all. I walk my dog every night, so it's not that bad. Plus I have a lot of sex. That's considered exercise too. No abdominal exercises and no pulse rates higher than 140. That was a new one. I didn't expect that at all. I see so many people exercising when they get pregnant. I can only take Tylenol for pain, which is okay because I almost never take any pills. And let's go for the do's, for the don'ts. No weight loss programs, alright. No alcohol, which I stopped already, and I don't smoke anyway, so that was already okay. Avoid caffeine. That was a hard one because I do have the habit of drinking a lot of caffeine every day. And apparently caffeine can increase your rate of miscarriage on the first trimester by a lot, from what I hear. So I stopped that. I'm just drinking decaf coffee, and my husband is drinking tea, just regular decaf tea. Avoid weightlifting. Avoid high impact aerobics. I couldn't do that anyways because of my knee. Avoid too much sun. Now that one is very hard. I live in Hawaii. How can I avoid too much sun? That's what we do every weekend, is go to the beach. So I normally do wear sunblock, and I always wear a hat, and I always bring a sun umbrella. But is that considered avoiding the sun if you're sitting? And I should have asked the doctor. What do you think? Is that considered avoiding the sun if you're sitting under the umbrella on the beach on a sunny day? I don't think so, huh? I think you would have to be indoors maybe. I don't know, but luckily for me, this is a cloudy weekend, so I don't get to go to the beach this weekend. And then I get to work all week, so I'll be good. Yeah. And do not use hot tubs or saunas after the embryo transfer. I don't own one, and I'm not gonna go to one, so that's okay too. And avoid big people aspirin, you know, the 325 milligram aspirin. Don't take those. I don't know why. Avoid ibuprofen, Advil, Nuprin, Motrin. I don't even know what that stuff is. Aleve. Antihistamines. That's hard because I have allergies, so that's a hard one. And avoid social and recreational drugs. Damn it! What about my heroin? I'm gonna have to stop that too. Bummer. You have to abstain 2 to 5 days, but not more than 7 days before egg retrieval. That one I didn't know either, so I better time this right. 2 to 5 days, but no more than 7 days. Okay, so 2 days before egg retrieval, no more sex. And then no intercourse. And you know what though? I think that might not be as hard as it sounds, because I'm sure that I'm gonna be kind of like bloated and, you know, shitty for the egg retrieval anyways, so I don't think I'm gonna be wanting to do it anyways. And then no intercourse after egg retrieval until your pregnancy test. Ask your nurse when it's safe to resume intercourse. Okay, so if you haven't finished business, you ask her, can I finish this shit up? She'll say yes, you go ahead. Those are the do's and don'ts. And my schedule, which I'm already happy to announce, I'm halfway through. It was a lot of birth control, so I'm glad that's in my past. I think I took like 4 weeks of birth control pills, and for a few days I had to take 2 pills a day because I was spotting already. That was a long way. That really, honestly, that time period taking birth control pills makes a 2-week wait seem like a baby. It's like nothing. It's so long that you kind of get over it, you know, like with a 2-week wait, you count the days, and then you get your period, or you get a positive, whatever, and then you kind of hit a reset. But if you just kept going the 2-week wait for 4 weeks, you kind of get over it after a while. You kind of like stop worrying about it. That's what the birth control pill phase is. So I did that. I already did 2 office visits for my IVF cycle. And on Sunday, I start, which is tomorrow, I start taking FOLLISTIM, 175 IUs, and Menopur. So FOLLISTIM in my stomach, 175 IUs, and Menopur on my leg, 75 IUs. So here's the thought process with this medication. The FOLLISTIM is is pure FSH, just gonna make my follicle growth, right? My follicles grow. The Menopur is a mix of FSH and LH, which is a luteinizing hormone. I don't know why he thought that was better for me, but if he doesn't give me GANIRELIX, I'm going to ovulate all the eggs at once. So I need to be taking GANIRELIX to stop my brain from telling my ovaries to ovulate. But that's only gonna start on Friday. So I'm very excited about this. I've never been so excited to be taking meds in my life. I'm so happy. So let's pray and let's hope that this works out and that I get 2 babies. I'm putting this out for the universe. Now it's your turn to do your side of the job. 2 babies. So we'll see you later when I do my shots. So thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Let's keep track of each other's cycles. And I hope you're doing well. Aloha from Hawaii. Thank you. Bye.